All right, we're back here live at the booth at CPAC 2022, live from Orlando, Florida. Now, we've talked about this for the last 3 days. Truth Social is probably one of the most anticipated social media apps around. Joining me now, Chief Legal Officer for Truth Social, Heyer-Bednar, joining me here on the set. You've got one of your fresh off the press hats, one of a kind. Let's back up a little bit and talk about how this came about. You know, I often say the president says promises made, promises kept. He promised a social media outlet.
He sure did.
And we got it.
He sure did. In fact, he got it early. He promised it on President's Day, and we launched on Sunday instead.
Yeah. So let's talk about your role in the company and your
Absolutely.
relationship with Truth Social. Then we'll kind of get in the nuts and bolts of the rollout, and many of our viewers right now that might be 335,000 in line, but they're excited about being 335 in line. We'll get into that in a second, but your role in the company is what?
I am the Chief Legal Officer. I was brought in about a year ago when this thing started rolling down the tracks, and the tech team behind the scenes have been working around the clock to get this baby launched. Because the president wanted a Ferrari, they built him a Ferrari.
They did build him a Ferrari, and of course you've had a relationship with the president for a number of years, and we can't say any more good things about that man. He is absolutely delivered for America. Now let's get into the rollout of Truth Social, and you know there's a lot of expectations. We want to make sure that we meet expectations on the rollout. Let's talk about the day it rolled out and who is on it right now.
Right now, we have the people who pre-ordered.
Pre-ordered.
Correct. And the demand has been absolutely overwhelming. And we are getting to everybody. We have a 24/7 team that is getting everybody who pre-ordered onto the platform. And they're rolling people on a daily basis to get them live.
Now, I know that we've been so blessed here at Right Side to have that beta test for a couple of weeks before the official rollout on it. And I got to say, you know, I experienced zero problems with it. That was me. Now, when we launched, we saw an incredible upload of people jumping on this platform. And think about this. President Trump, the greatest president this nation has ever seen, rolls out a media platform. You can only expect you have tens of millions of people wanting to get on it. And from what I understand, you guys have had zero issues of getting people on this site.
Correct. Now, a lot of people are on the waiting list and they're not happy, but then we have a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm 300,000. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're just lucky. They're just thankful
Correct.
it's there.
Correct.
Okay, walk me also through the integration of it, you know, what it looks like. If people aren't familiar with it and they're still in that waiting queue, I try to describe the way it looks like, but I think coming from you, it was probably a better description.
Yeah, well, our biggest criticism is, oh, you guys are just like Twitter. You know what? I take that as a compliment. It is so user-friendly because it feels like home.
Yeah. So they have what called truths. You know, you post up a truth, and I can take a picture of us right now, and I may do that here in just a second, and post it up. And you can tag people very much like you can on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
100%.
Yeah, and then upload your videos as well. Now, at this point, I know it's a little bit limited on the length of video, though, right?
But we are going to change that. We want to be Twitter and Facebook combined and better.
Okay, let's blow out any misconceptions right now of this rollout. There's many in the tech world right now that are obviously not a fan of the president, not a fan of anything he does. What are some of the misconceptions of Truth Social that we can completely eliminate right now?
That's a great question, Brian. Everyone thinks it is the alt-right platform, which is just going to be an echo chamber of our views. That is so wrong. That is not what this is about. It is a big tent. And it's not just a big tent of politics. It's a big tent of everything. We want car nuts. We want cooking nuts. We want everything under the sun, including politics.
Actually, I would think right now, and this is just somebody who I've been creating content almost my entire life. If I have a cooking show, and I know that you've got some stuff that you've worked on, or an automotive, this is the time to get on Truth Social and become the expert in that genre, because if you can get on here from day one, for the most part, and establish your presence, who knows where that takes you. Think about it in the early days on Facebook. If you would have established your brand on Facebook, this is the same opportunity at Truth Social.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, we've got some travel buffs that have already started to get their brand going, and what a perfect opportunity to be one of the first.
Yeah. Okay, now the president is on the Truth Social, obviously. I'm waiting for his first official post on that, and whenever it happens, it might go down in history as been the most popular one to date.
Correct. No, we are all anxiously awaiting that. We're hoping to get everyone onboarded first so he can make his grand entrance.
Yeah. Do you think obviously he speaks tonight at 7 o'clock. Do you anticipate that he's going to talk about Truth Social during his speech at one point?
I would certainly hope so. I mean, this is the president's baby. I mean, we are so glad the president is here at CPAC today.
Yeah.
And we're so glad to have him launching Truth Social.
You know what? I mean, President Trump is the man behind this. He is the man that organized this, that put it together, who promised this platform would come to marketplace. This is President Donald J. Trump's social media platform, and he gets 100% credit for rolling this thing out.
10-4.
10-4 on that. All right, so as we move forward, will people start to see updates of them being 338,000 in line? Is that eventually going to go down, or is it just one day they get on?
No, it's going to go down. Those numbers are going to go down. They're going to roll up in the wait list and get on.
There you go.
And we're hoping to get emails out to everybody to give them updates on where they are on the wait list.
There you go. So don't panic right now if you're in queue number 400,000. You're going to get on. And when you get on, you're going to love it. And you're going to be just excited as you were when you first got that notification that he was going to have a social media platform. And I'll say this, the video is clear and crisp. The characters, the amount of characters you can put in a post is there. It is very user-friendly. You can navigate through it. And right now, also, it's only available on Apple.
Correct. We will be having it Android, Google Play very, very soon.
Very soon. All right. Is there a web version of this
Not yet. That's also rolling out soon.
See how much stuff we're rolling out here? The president said, I'm going to deliver this, and that's exactly what he's doing.
And if anyone out there needs help, you can write to support@truthsocial.com, and our team will help you.
There you go. And when you get on, it's so exciting to reserve your name. I was excited to be at Brian, and I don't know, it's pretty simple.
Awesome.
And so let's give out your handle as well, because when you want to get on, you want to follow you and of course the president, and then follow @TruthSocial as well.
Correct. Yes, my handle is @lowly_truths.
There you go. Do you remember the very first account that was created for this? Or maybe the first couple few, other than the president?
Other than the president. Oh, well, we've had some really great ones. Jack Posobiec. We've had Marjorie Taylor Greene, Carrie Lake. It's been fabulous.
It's been fabulous, the amount of politicians and public figures that are signing up to get on this, because they know that this is the future of social media platforms. And we've seen, all of us have been a victim at some point of shadow banning, suppression, or just outright deletion of our accounts.
Yeah, it's been really wonderful to have all these people reach out to us to get on the platform. They're not waiting. They want on now. Yeah,
and to your point, I think we said this earlier, if you're looking for, like if CNN was to come and say, hey, we want to have an account on Truth Social, your response is?
We welcome you.
Yep. Jim Acosta, you want to have an account on Truth Social?
We welcome you.
We welcome you. And I think that's a misconception. They think this is only for a conservative base, the pro-Trump movement. No, this is for everyone.
Correct.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Well, we're glad you're here. And what has the response been? You've been walking up and down Media Row talking to people?
People have been very, very excited.
Yeah.
They're so glad that Truth Social has been launched.
I wore one of the original hats. I don't have it here. This morning, I woke up really early and just got outside to exercise a little bit. And I had about 5 people stop me within a 20-minute period going, wait a minute, where did you get that hat? And I said, hey, this is one of those 1 of 5 probably that was made. How can someone get that hat? Will that eventually be for sale on the website or on the app?
That is exactly what we hope for. We hope to have plenty of swag and merchandise. But obviously right now it's just limited production just to get our name out there. But yes, we welcome it in the store. We've
got a few hats back here. We may have to get armed security to make sure those things don't get carried off. But anyway, so go download the app. Of course, you're going to be in a wait queue, but that's okay, because when you finally get it, it's just phenomenal. I love it.
Thank you very much.
We're so blessed at Right Side to be a part of this rollout too. I know that,
and we're thrilled to have you.
Yeah, I know that when we first came have conversations about rolling this out, we were all in. And of course, anything what the president does, we are 100% all in on that. So go to your Apple Store, search Truth Social. It'll pop right up. I wish I had the logo. Well, the logo is probably we'll have it on the screen here. I want to make sure there's some fakers out there.
There are some fakers.
I want to make sure we clear this up as well.
Yeah, we are not on the Android. That's a fake. And we do not charge. That's a big thing, Brian.
Okay.
There are a lot of fakers out there who are charging to get on this, and it's a free app.
Okay, this app is free. Do not be fooled by the fake Truth apps that are out there. I know there was one based in Germany, I think, that was on there. That's not true. And you'll never receive an email wanting you to pay to be able to get on this site.
Correct.
There's some shysters out there that are trying to take advantage of this.
100%.
Yeah, we want to make sure we get everything cleared up. Well, we're glad you're joining us. I know it's very busy here at CPAC, and Truth Social has truly been such a blessing to the American people as we have all fallen victim of shadow banning and cancellation, and that's not going to happen here on Truth Social. Now, clear this up. If there's any vulgarity or if there's any type of nudity or things like that. If there's any obscene, obviously, that does not meet the standards. That will not make it on.
That is correct.
Okay.
Our moderation team is fabulous. They will make sure that it is clean and wholesome and free for everyone to use.
And that is just common sense. That's just, good business 101. So save any criticism saying that I couldn't post something complete that's considered obscene. Not going to happen on this website. We want to make it family friendly as well. Your kids can get on there and do stuff. All right. Well, thank you so much. And once again, if they want to follow you, they can follow you at what?
Lowly_Truth.
There you go. You can follow me at Brian and follow us at RSBN. Follow Grace at Grace. Liz at Liz. We're all there fighting for the truth. And we're doing it through Truth Social.
Fabulous.
All right.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you very much. We're going to toss to a quick break, and we'll come back out and snoop in on the general session going inside. And we are live from CPAC 2022 right here from Orlando, Florida.